For this cheesecake, the ingredients are 1 pound of cream cheese at room temperature, 1/2 cup of whole milk Greek yogurt, 1 whole egg plus 2 egg yolks, 1 tablespoon of instant chai tea powder, 1 cup of crushed ginger snap cookies. Choose gluten-free if you want the whole cheesecake to be gluten-free, 1/2 cup of granulated sugar, a pinch of salt, and some butter for the crust as well as for greasing the pan. I'm using a 7-inch push-bottom pan with a parchment paper liner in the bottom, and I'm greasing the sides with a little bit of butter. For the crust, melt 2 tablespoons of butter in a bowl and add in the 1 cup of ginger snap crumbs. Get that all mixed up until it is lump-free. Go ahead and pour that into your prepared pan and get it pressed down evenly and firmly across the bottom. Place the pan into the freezer while you mix up the filling. Now onto the filling. Let's start with 1 pound of full-fat cream cheese, and it should be at room temperature and very easy to stir. If it is not easy to stir yet, place it in the microwave for 10-second intervals, stirring after each interval until it is very smooth and easy to stir with a spoon. Now add in the Greek yogurt, the granulated sugar, the pinch of salt, and the chai powder. Get that all stirred up until it is very smooth. I like to transfer over to a spatula after things start to get mixed. Now it's time to add the 2 egg yolks and the whole egg. Add them one at a time, carefully mixing after each one. At this point, you don't want to overmix or you could ruin your cheesecake. Once you've gently mixed in all of your eggs, grab the pan out of the freezer and get the filling poured over the crust. Spread the filling out evenly and then tap the pan onto the counter several times to release any air bubbles. Cover the pan tightly with foil and place onto your trivet. Add 1.5 to 2 cups of water to your inner pot and lower the cheesecake down in. Lock the lid and make sure the steam release valve is set to the sealing position. The cook time for this cheesecake is 40 minutes at low pressure. This will give you a really creamy cheesecake texture. If you want a denser cheesecake, go ahead and increase the pressure level to high. After cook time is finished, allow the pressure to release naturally for 10 minutes before quickly releasing the rest of the pressure. Remove the cheesecake from the inner pot and allow it to cool uncovered on the counter for about an hour. At this point, it'll look like the center is not quite cooked, but as it sits on the counter, it will continue to cook and the color will become more uniform. After an hour of cooling, cover again with the foil and place it in the fridge for at least 8 hours, but you're going to get the best texture if you let it chill for 18 to 24 hours. After chilling is finished, you can remove the cheesecake from the pan, and this cheesecake pulled away from the sides of the pan just beautifully, so the sides ended up looking really gorgeous. One more optional step to this cheesecake is adding a sour cream layer. You can mix 1/2 cup of sour cream with about a tablespoon of granulated sugar. Just whisk that up until it's smooth and spread it over the top of the cheesecake. Then you could give it a little sprinkle of cinnamon just to add that little extra garnish on top. But this cheesecake is ready to serve as is, and it is absolutely delicious.